Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, welcome to the second video. Hopefully I can get this out on Wednesday. This is going to be focused on a Daredevil buff. Well, I don't know if anybody could really call it a buff. A lot of people, different thoughts. I know a lot of people saying that it's predominantly people dislike it and disappointed, but if you read all the forum posts, and as I've had to read like 8 pages, 9 pages of it, it's a very difference of opinion on stuff, very balanced. I know a lot of people do run Suicide Mastery, so this is massively affecting their enjoyment and interest of this character. I mean, for me, I predominantly don't run them, but I will be doing that later on this month, especially after kind of like preparing for the gifting event and a lot of other content being delivered. But let's focus on this champion. Let's at the same time try out some different synergy options. Now, first of all, playing over the top of this video will be the fight sequence of the synergy that I paired up. Now, I've gone Hitmonkey, She-Hulk, Mole Man, and Captain America, the OG version. What I'm looking for here is a build-up of combos, first and foremost, and absorbing said combos into creating the damage output that I want to see. Now, we've got the Rage debuff, you can see in top left-hand corner. That's going to expire in a moment and turn into a Fury. Very helpful, especially for the damage. Well, it didn't expire then, but I think I've got the time in with the SP2. I actually think about it. No, you start the fight. I think you start the fight with SP. I can't remember. It's something like that. So the SP2 is thrown. We then get in that. There we go. So there's that Fury buff kind of like there. And then what we're doing is got the bleed effects on. It's still nice stackable amounts of damage. It's not. I don't know if people are disappointed with the extent of damage output in general from this, or they're disappointed with the regeneration playing a factor into what masteries you have. I want to say a little bit of both. So what I'm trying to do here is do like chaining in of SP2s, and what I'm building up is past the power of the SP2, so now we've kind of like got a good stackable amount to go into another SP2. Good evading, getting away from the special attack, but we've done this before. This is rinse and repeat. Keep up the good fight. There we go. Good counter on that heavy attack. And then we'll go in again into the block, swipe it away. There we go, back in again, get up to the SP2. Now I'm trying to, I think here, yeah, parry, heavy, throw the SP2. Good amounts of damage. Now I'm not going to say that's crazy amounts, because look, at the end of the day, doing the heavy attack into a special 2, you want to see some good numbers. And even though that was a crit, it wasn't the greatest number whatsoever, especially when you got the likes of Beardo going from parry to heavy and then throwing special. And you're seeing some lovely big numbers, whether it's big yellow numbers or not. Either way, this is just this synergy grouping. I will be trying a different synergy out in a minute, and it's now coming to the point where I'm building up hits. I need to absorb those combo shield hits and try and do some more damage. Now I do throw an SP3. I'm happy with the animations changes. I think Kabam have done a good job of changing the animations, especially to really tighten up and freshen up the champion, the same way they did with Colossus and a few others as well. So I've thrown the SP3, that hasn't changed, that's pretty much the same. Yeah, it's definitely the same. And that's the thing, down to the last few percentages, it's been about 2 minutes so far, I think, into this fight, maybe a little bit more. And that's the thing, am I expecting something massive? Am I expecting like something impressive from this? I don't know. Like, I would have liked to have seen a bit more when it comes to the crits, but maybe that just boils down to the play style, play method, and hitting off the SP2 in a minute. We did there, and the job is done. If anyone's interested, this is the synergy right here. So I put no evil in, so we get the improvement on the perfect block with Hitmonkey. So that's kind of helpful, but I think it's more beneficial for Hitmonkey than it is for me. Then I've got legal defense in for critical rating during special attacks. I thought that may have a little bit of an improvement. And as well, we've got critical damage rating. We don't have that. Yes, we do. We have critical damage rating entering the fight with a +10 combo meter. So I've got to try. I don't know, actually I shouldn't have had that on, to be honest, but at least it kind of showcases where the damage is. So that's what I should do, is like that fight, that should be more applicable, that Mole Man synergy, for me going into the next fight after that. So would that increase things? Maybe. Does that get down that 154 hits? Because that's what it was at the end of the day. It was only 154 hits. I say only because I don't know if players were expecting a huge chunk off. The same way that, you know, Colossus and a lot of other buff champions would go a lot lower than 154. But I digress. Let's try a different synergy out. Now there may be a potential synergy of interest, and that is with Massacre and Mole Man. Massacres has been changed as well, with this gaining more of a combo meter persisting between fights, or retained. So you start the next fight with some more, which is good then if you've got Mole Man, because again that benefits you your combos and such like. So yeah, I'm struggling to find an extra champion to just throw into here, so I think I'm just gonna put in I'll just put in Electra. So I'll just keep it like that. So this is the synergy that I'm going to try. I'm going to play this live as opposed to this being like I did before, where I put like the clip over the top of it and just kind of like talk over it. So let's do a little live play and see if I can get that 154 hits down as much as possible. Okay, we're doing a little bit of a live play now. I'm thinking to myself, let's try out this synergy. Let's see what happens with like rage and things. And yeah, like this is. Ooh, it's alright. I've done a few little testers. I don't know if this synergy is all that good of an improvement. I think the first one would probably be best. More so if you're using Mole Man from fight to fight. I do think this is going to be a really cool option for the likes of questing. But this is what I wanted to do. Build past the SB2. Done. And then try and build up quickly again. Good, right, quickly. Good, and bit slow on that. A bit disappointing there. That slow turnaround to get into the second hit of the SB2. I didn't think, no, it definitely didn't benefit from that cruelty buff. That's going to be the problem, and then we kind of go back to the stage of trying to build up towards and past the SP2. So we're going to do that now because I don't think I would have made it in time. So we're going to go again on that cycle. But I'm going to throw in an SP3. Last time I tested out, I threw an SP3 in. So look, you know, might as well see what's happened with the SP3. I don't want to kind of like go through the animation constantly on this. Now I've had, even though I should be kind of reaching straight out after that special attack, I've had some very mixed results in testing. As soon as I've gone out, I've always gone into what I thought to be stun, but it's like hit into champion countered by special. And it's just, that's not my vibe. I'm not interested with that kind of rubbish that I'm presented with there. Right, we're going to try here to get... well, that's a problem, isn't it? Because I didn't really do much damage. But, you know, we carry on. We carry on regardless. Gotta disorientate up. Handy against Invisible Woman and many other... Ability accuracy. The champion's going to use ability accuracy in the case, but... Yeah. Nice. Didn't know if the enemy is going to come at me then. Come at me, bro. And as soon as I do... There we go. 154 hits to beat. And the answer is... 161, so it didn't. I think it's around there. I think there must be ways of getting it a bit better than that. But I do think synergies that are going to improve this will be the ones that go from fight to fight. So the Massacre one, that's first off, and Mole Man. Massacre and Mole Man, those two there. Yeah, okay, final thoughts on Devil's Kitchen? Hell's Kitchen. Okay, final thought on Daredevil Hell's Kitchen. I think it's cool. I think it's got some good elements to it. It feels like it's more inspired by the TV version because there's no evade qualities about it, where the OG one has more like the evade side of things. This one has no evade, and the way that it doesn't even deal with invisible champions that throw misses, so that's kind of annoying. But look, having that defensive ability accuracy reduction, as it says there, that's helpful when you get past the combo meter. But are you going to take this specifically for fights in Abyss of Legends? I don't know. I think you'd probably opt for a different champion on your team. The same way I think anybody if they're presented with the option. But it is an option of counter. And that's the thing. If you've got Invisible Woman as a champion to go up against, and you're like, hey, who do I put on my team? Do I not have Nick Fury? Then where do I go with? And I would say this is definitely one of those options to have. As well as I think with Daredevil, it's a little more clearer of where it kind of like comes in line of how you do the ability accuracy reduction, especially saying combo meter 16 or more. That's cool. The damage output is questable as opposed to, say, doing big numbers. But I would say that a 6-star version would probably be better. I can't test a 6-star version. We're not allowed to unless we have a 6-star version of said champion here on the beta. So I decided to do it here because I'm not going to rank up on my main account just yet. I wanted to play about with it and get an idea. The same way I think a lot of players would like that opportunity. So I would say if you get an opportunity for a beta, list a load of champions you want to rank up and test them out on said beta. That's what a lot of players did with the Act 7 beta, and I would recommend everybody doing that in the future. Either way, there's some good damage output. It's not incredible. There are a few synergies of interest, like the Mole Man. If you're going from fight to fight and doing some questing, Mole Man and Massacre in the same team would be a really kind of like good 3 champions there. But if you're doing stuff like Cavalier difficulty, I can imagine it's not going to be good enough, especially if you're looking to do things like Diss Track and other kind of scuffy little nodes that are kind of put up. It doesn't mean that this is going to be a sole champion, single-handedly can deal with a lot of the content and won't be a go-to one. There's some, like, I'm not going to say this is like massive thumbs up, this is an amazing champion. I'm just going to say it's a good champion. It's a good change, but it's not, I think, some players wanted more. They're annoyed about the way the interactions are with the abilities and suppressing the champion's usability with suicide masteries. That's the biggest concern a lot of players have, but as well, it's seeing a little bit more. So yeah, it's good, but it's not quite there. And that's my thoughts. I don't know what everyone else is at with thoughts, if they find a little bit of an improvement with it. And will Command make any changes? I doubt it. That's something to bear in mind, that from today's Marvel Contest Champions news, there was nothing mentioned. Look out later on, because we've got the update. I don't know if I'm going to have enough time to do a Spider-Ham video, but I've done a synergy video with something with Platinum Pool. Hopefully I get to like put out a Spider-Ham video maybe tomorrow or maybe the weekend. Or maybe I won't. No, we'll see. We'll see if you're interested in that. I'll put it in the comment section. Do you want a Spider-Ham video for myself? Yeah. See you later on. All the spicy update info. And I'll probably be doing a side quest video as I normally do. I don't think there's a side event grind hustle thing to do. I think we'll just get into maybe some boss battle suggestions of who to take down certain champions with. I'll start preparing a list, but I want to test them out first. So thanks very much for watching this video, and I'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.